Hello everyone and welcome back. In this episode I'm going to talk about the Cloud Identity Service strategies. Do you need one Cloud Identity Service? Do you need two or even more? Or none at all? So, recommendation is clear. We need at least one. SAP gives you the two following recommendations. One for everything, which would be perfectly possible, or two, a production and a non-production. At least the minimum what I would recommend is to have two, non-production and production. Now, a complete different idea. What about having one for each environment? Let's think about it. Take for example, we have just like Cloud Connector, one Cloud Identity Service for development, one for acceptance, one for production, that you connect to BTP, but also to all your cloud solutions for the same stage. For example, SuccessFactors. You take SuccessFactors development, connect it to Cloud Identity Service development, production to the one from production. Same for SAP Analytics Cloud. You connect SAP Analytics Cloud to the Cloud Identity Service for production and the one from development to development. The same for C4C. And that we have completely isolated environments. That dev is only dev and has its own Cloud Identity Service, and same for acceptance and production. Why? What would be the added value of this? You're probably thinking why you can do everything with one Cloud Identity Service. A few reasons. First of all, additional layer of security. Now, so if you have one Cloud Identity Service for all your systems, that means that all the users that exist in that Cloud Identity Service theoretically could have access to every system that's connected to it. Normally, it should be secured by authorizations. But what if there is a mistake? So it gives an additional layer of security because the user is not there, it cannot have the wrong authorizations. Another reason, and that's the one that triggered this ID, is having the same user group name for dev, acceptance, and production. And it allows us to transport in BTP role collections that are mapped to a user group, and we can just use the same name for the user group in each environment. So that means that we can also transport the mapping between the role collection and the user group, because it will also in BTP have the same user group and the mapping will be exactly the same. The JOT token contains the user groups, and by separating this with different Cloud Identity Services, for development you will only have a JOT token with the user groups for development, and for production you will only have a JOT token for the user groups of production. So the header will never become too big. I faced issues where we faced really the limitations that the header became too big. So that will also be a problem you will not have anymore. And although it comes with additional configuration the very first time, it's easier to maintain afterwards because you have a clean separation of different systems. Okay, it's not a recommendation by SAP. It's nowhere in the guidelines. It's just something that we thought about and we were brainstorming. Feel free to give your opinion, give your thoughts, and yeah, think about it. Why not?